think when it comes to leadership and innovation, on the roads less traveled, you have an advantage because you can be first and the fast. So there are two innovations I would like to quote. When we first launched electric bikes, suddenly we just had a novel idea. Why don't we give battery-operated three-wheeler for people that are physically challenged? So we were just looking for an opportunity, and I just met the commissioner. I said that you are giving a petrol bike. First of all, petrol bike difficult to afford. Even if they afford, they have to get registered and they have to get it on the roads. It's very challenging, For a person with disabilities, forking out 60,000 rupees is going to be one heck of a challenge. He's not like us able to earn that kind of a money very quickly. So we said, why don't you make it battery-operated three-wheeler because it does not have any registration, road tax, and license. So when I said that, he raised his eyebrows. Oh, you are then going to solve my pain because we have a big problem because these people are always having difficulty to get their vehicle registered. So he called us, to participate. And of course, there are big players also coming here. And then they, in a market scenario, when you're fresh in the market and you're in a business where you are 1.5 years, 2 years, you know how the market works. Oh, they are very new, sir. They are only trader. They don't know anything about this market. Okay, in less than 3 months, we designed 6 prototypes for this commissioner in Chennai. And then in 2009 and 10, we won the first order of 452 vehicles to give battery-operated three-wheeler for the physically disabled in Tamil Nadu. And then subsequently, based on the first order execution, the second order was allotted to us completely. So roughly 1,200 vehicles are running in Tamil Nadu, 32 districts for people that are physically disabled. To give you the life example, I was walking, going in Sivagangai and I saw electric three-wheeler somewhere. I just walked into the house. Luckily, I was not in the uniform, so I asked the person, how was it? And the kind of feedback that he said, madam, I was not even able to move out. I was at the mercy of my children. Today with the electric scooter, I'm able to go put my grandchildren in my school, bring them back. And that is, for me, success, number one. And number two is that in battery-operated vehicle, one of the biggest problem is battery itself, right? Because we are now using lead-acid batteries, so there are a lot of challenges. People have, it will not come long, battery will fail. Every year we have to change the battery. So much of myth running around the battery. So what we did, last 4 years we undertook research and we have come out with certain unique methodology and process to be able to revive any battery. Now, this may sound very interesting because for us, when there is a problem, you get a lot of brilliant ideas. When this idea came, we just were working through it, and any kind of battery, be it e-bike battery, what we originally discovered for has now can be scaled up to telco battery, UPS battery, inverter batteries. So right now we are actually doing something very critical, and the last about 7 months, we have actually revived roughly $60,000 worth of batteries for our customers. So this for us is innovation where we feel that once you get it right, the scalability potential is quite huge. Yeah? And in terms of leadership, of course, the challenges are always there, getting the right team and for people to listen to your, be synced with your vision and mission is what is the challenge always. So we just overcome that by regular meetings, communication at all levels. I think on the road, less traveled. I mean, if you take a conventional CEO, crossing your legs, sitting in boardroom and asking your people to work, that will not work. You better go down on the field and then work with the people. That will only work. Thank you.